Editor's note: this review may contain spoilers. Legacy Part 2. A massive metahuman war threatens to leave the future ripe for conquest by the despot known only as Sovereign. So warn the children of the Justice League, who have come back in time to save the world. But the term blood feud takes on new meaning when the younger heroes declare that for the crisis to be averted, one of the Justice League must die. This installment of the Legacy storyline answers a number of the questions that were left hanging in the previous chapter. We are finally properly introduced to the League's future children and which child belongs to which parent. Batman's absence from the previous issue is explained by Bruce having been occupied in the Batcave, doing further investigation into the League's earlier encounter with the Kindred. I also question why these children of the League didn't include, or at least mention, Damian or Jon. Although Damian still isn't mentioned, Hunter Prince informs us that he was raised by Superman, and presumably Lois, with Jon as his older brother. It seems that Jon and Damian are several years older than this group, who all seem to be of a similar age, and it's probable that Damian and Jon didn't hang out much with this younger group. We also learn from Hunter that although he was raised by Superman, that Wonder Woman is his mother, and that she abandoned him because he was born male. Although this adds poignancy to the situation, it seems totally out of character for Diana. Yes, she was raised in an all-female society, but she has never had an attitude of superiority over men or despised them. She has always stood for equality between the sexes, and the idea that she would abandon her own child for being born male is a perversion of the character. Also, we find that 3 of the League's offspring are the children of the Flash and Green Lantern Jessica Cruz. While the characters seem interesting themselves, I find the matter of their parentage questionable. I don't know where this idea of having a romantic subplot between Barry and Jessica came from, but the relationship isn't referenced in either of their own titles. In fact, it seems to conflict with the relationships we know Barry has been involved in. Plus, we all know his destiny lies with Iris. The idea of Barry and Jessica seems more like something out of a fanfic story. Despite the problems I have with this issue, it still is an interesting premise that promises for an exciting conclusion once the League and their future children face off against Sovereign.